guys, this is a rather special video for me today, as I have never been able to experience the unboxing of a modern system. All of my systems have been bought off eBay and weren't very spectacularly packaged because they came in just generic brown boxes because they were used. That is changing today though, because I'm moving to a Ryzen 2 system, and as such I have got this wonderful ASRock X470 motherboard, and we're going to be unboxing that today, and alongside another processor that I have, which is not here. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Yeah, so this motherboard is a pretty highly spec'd, highly respected motherboard. Apparently it is a good overclocker, which is why I purchased it. It has features that I prefer to have in a main system, and it's pretty high-end for X470. And from what reviewers and, well, anyone on the internet who has seen people griping that, like boards like the Asus ROG Crosshair 7 formula don't have things like video output, which wouldn't make sense because most Ryzen chips don't have video output anyway, except for the Ryzen APUs. So why would you get a high-end motherboard for overclocking if you're going to get a bargain basement chip? And they say only people who are, you know, mad or crazy would do something like that. Well, I guess call me crazy, because that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be pairing these two and then trying to overclock the CPU and or GPU on both on this, and seeing how far we can push Vega 11 graphics. And then after that, I'll be doing some benchmarks to see how it stacks up against one of these bad boys, which is a Radeon Pro WX 2100. This is just a basic generic workstation GPU, but we'll see what it can do anyway. And then afterwards, we might pull something like a GTX 770 out and just see how the performance and price ratio go between grabbing something like a Ryzen 5 2600 and a 770, or if you want to just go with the Ryzen 5 and 2400G, and then seeing if that's basically a better bargain basement gaming machine. This is going to be fun. Alright, so starting with the X470 got some nice slidey action there. And it looks like they're trying to like emulate an Apple logo on their box or something like that. I don't know. I've never really messed with ASRock boards before. I've done Asus, I've done Supermicro, Dell. Yeah, basically those three. So ASRock is new. Oh, EVGA as well, but we're not going to get into that because that system's dead. Thanks, EVGA. Okay. So what we have here is a system manual and memory module instructions, and another thicker system manual. Holy crap. Oh, okay. Well, we're going to get on reading that. Oh, and software. So, it's a CD. Who has an optical drive in 2019? Just okay. Oh my gosh, I have actually never had one of these in a system before, because none of the motherboards I've ever purchased or been given have one with them. So this is really neat. It's a motherboard backplate, in case you can't see. It goes in the back of the PC. I've never had one before. That's really neat. Okay, moving on. We got a really crinkly package. What is this? Oh, it's a high bandwidth SLI bridge. Won't be needing that. Okay. Ah, SATA 3. More SATA 3. This is, wow, this, okay, so this board has onboard Wi-Fi. I completely forgot about that feature. That is going to be really nice. Okay, so now we take away this box, and we get to the centerpiece of our show, the ASRock X499 Tai Chi. Okay. Oh, how thoughtful. They even packaged it in foam. I've never seen a motherboard packaged in foam inside of an anti-static bag before. Alright. So, we've got the AM4 X470 ASRock Tai Chi. And it's got two X16 PCIe here, another PCIe right here. I think this is X8 though, I could be wrong. And then two X1s. Well, one X1 and then an open-ended X4. But what is the sense of... Come here, come closer. You see this? This is going to impede any PCIe graphics card or anything else that you put here that extends past the open end. So why would you make this one open-ended and not this one? That's confusing. Okay, back out. For I/O, we have the Wi-Fi module, we have PS2, we have USB 3, a reset button, HDMI, more USB 3, gigabit Ethernet, more USB 3, USB 3.1, USB-C, and then finally audio out SPDIF. This is looking really, really nice. I like the gears and the whole steampunk vibe that this gives off. All right, so that's the motherboard. We're going to move on to the processor, which I am really stoked about because I've never actually unboxed a processor before. Oh, I tore it. Look at this. This is ridiculous. Nah. For lack of a better tool, because I don't have a knife handy, just use that NVIDIA card. That's what they're good for, right? Because, you know, you can't virtualize with them, so might as well use them as a cutting tool. Alright, we have installation instructions for FM2, AM3+, AM4, socket TR4 processors. For what? For... oh, okay. Even their new pamphlets for their new processors are very legacy friendly, because they give you instructions on how to install processors that were made more than 6 years ago. Thank you, AMD. That's cool. A little bit of plastic. Which one first? This must be the fantastic Wraith cooler I've been hearing about. And look at that, yes it is. It is the AMD Wraith cooler. Already pre-installed the thermal paste there, although I think I'm going to be using my own this time. And I think we're going to graduate past this cooler really quickly if we're going to be overclocking. So that'll be a nice to have for, you know, backup, but I think I'm going to be putting in a more decent cooler than that. And now for the centerpiece. Oh cool, I even get a little Radeon Vega graphics sticker here. But this is the Ryzen 5 2400G. It is a quad-core processor that supports simultaneous multi-threading, so it's basically like an i7 in the fact that it's 4 cores, 8 logical processors. So this is much better than the 2200G because not only does it have 4 more virtual cores, but it's a Vega 11 instead of Vega 8, so we have 11 graphics compute modules, which is probably going to be really nice to have. I'm pretty sure that you're going to get by, we're going to get by with this, and we're going to see at least console-like quality from this processor. Look at all those nice PGA pins. That never fails to get me just a little bit nervous. We're going to put that back in there. Alright, well, hardware unboxed.